Revealed. Kevin Costner has a secret admirer, waiting for divorce dust to settle before making her move. The When Harry Met Sally. Star is said to be crushing on the newly single actor, but she is patiently waiting for the dust to settle on Kevin's bitter divorce before she makes a move on him. Meg Ryan reportedly has her eyes on Kevin Costner, who was recently embroiled in bitter divorce with his ex Christine Baumgartner, and it's only a matter of time before she puts it into action. Said to be having a crush on the 68-year-old actor, the actress is reportedly patiently waiting for the dust to settle on his divorce before she makes a move on him. She's always had a soft spot for Kevin, a so-called insider told the National Enquirer via Radar Online. Whenever they'd run into each other at showbiz events through the years, there was a major spark. Meg and Kevin were both slated to star in The Tortilla Curtain in the mid-2000s, but the project fell through. The source noted of the 61-year-old actress, it's one of her big regrets that they never managed to work together. Meg, who was last dating John Mellencamp, has not given up on dating forever. She's just waiting for the right candidate, and Kevin checks every box of what she'd love in her next guy, the insider dished. He's passionate about his craft, he's a musician, and he's good-looking. Hopeful that her future relationship might work, the source added, it also helps that he lives right down the street from her in Santa Barbara. For now, Meg is putting the word out among their mutual friends that she's there if Kevin ever wants some company. He just might give her a call when he's ready to date again. He always thought she was cute, the insider revealed. Meg first dated John from 2010 until 2014. Following their reunion in 2017, they got engaged in 2018, before eventually splitting again in 2019. As for Kevin, he just settled his divorce with Christine. The former spouses reportedly reached an agreement over the weekend after she filed for divorce in May, abruptly ending their dispute that could have turned uglier. A joint statement from the former couple read, Kevin and Christine Costner have come to an amicable and mutually agreed upon resolution of all issues pertaining to their divorce proceedings. As part of the agreement, their prenup is enforced. With his acrimonious divorce with Christine Baumgartner and his 4-part movie series, Horizon, Kevin Costner has a lot on his plate right now. But there is one very recognizable figure who is prepared to make a move when he is ready to put himself back on the dating scene, Meg Ryan. Ryan might have to wait in line because Kim Cattrall is also filming her shoot, and Costner has suddenly emerged as the hottest bachelor in Hollywood. However, the star of the romantic comedy always had a soft spot for Kevin, according to a National Enquirer source who spoke to Radar Online. They said, there was a big spark whenever they'd run into one another at Hollywood events throughout the years. Ryan kept their undeniable spark with her even after her breakup with Dennis Quaid and relationships with Russell Crowe and John Mellencamp. He is geographically desirable, which makes a future romance with him very likely. She is only across the street in Santa Barbara, California, while he resides in Carpinteria. At the coffee shop or bookshop, there are countless chances for a Hallmark meet-cute. Just so Costner is aware that Ryan should be contacted when he's ready to date again, Ryan is putting the word out among their mutual friends. Ryan has not given up on dating forever, even after enduring a difficult relationship with Mellencamp, especially now that Costner is nearly free. Kevin checks every box of what she'd love in her next guy, the insider remarked. He is a musician with fire, and he is attractive. The Yellowstone actor still has a long way to go until his divorce is finalized, but if Ryan is patient, audiences could see the emergence of a new Hollywood power couple. Meanwhile, Kevin Costner, 68, responds to divorce settlement with Christine Baumgartner, 49, by posting happy Instagram snap of himself looking into the distance as prenup is enforced. Kevin Costner seemingly responded to his divorce settlement with Christine Baumgartner after a very bitter legal war. As the settlement was reported to have been reached over the weekend, the 68-year-old Yellowstone actor appeared to take to Instagram to react to the news involving he and his now 49-year-old ex-wife. He shared a throwback photo of himself looking into the distance from his iconic 1999 romantic drama film Message in a Bottle with the caption, "Happy Monday, friends. Wishing health and happiness for all of you." The following day there were shockwaves as it was reported that Costner and Baumgartner's very bitter divorce met a shocking end as the two sides have settled with the prenup enforced and a massive monetary penalty if it is challenged. A joint statement from Costner and Baumgartner provided to DailyMail.com read, Kevin and Christine Costner have come to an amicable and mutually agreed upon resolution of all issues pertaining to their divorce proceedings. The actor and his wife of nearly 20 years have been embroiled in a months-long legal war which has met a surprise end after a report that Baumgartner had received more than $400,000 to pay the costs of the contentious courtroom battle. According to TMZ, if Christine challenges the judgment, she would have to repay Kevin more than $1 million and pay his attorney's fees for the prenup fight. Upon hearing this, the mother of three agreed over the weekend to the terms of a 3-page settlement letter. DailyMail.com has reached out to representatives for Costner. Kevin's legal team, which was headed by Disso Queen Laura Wasser, had won a series of legal battles leading up to the settlement. Wasser had recently submitted paperwork to the court saying Kevin's monthly obligation should be $63,000 a month according to the publication. However, Baumgartner wanted $248,000 a month, and after a 2-day evidentiary hearing in Santa Barbara earlier this month, the judge Thomas Anderl ultimately sided with Kevin. Last week DailyMail.com reported that Baumgartner had already received more than $400,000 to pay the costs of her legal battle with the actor. The mom of three was locked in a court fight with her ex over a fresh award of $855,000 to cover fees for the former couple's upcoming trial over whether the prenuptial agreement they signed 18 years ago can still be enforced. Baumgartner, 49, had asked for $575,000 to pay her lawyers John Rydell and Susan Wiesner and another $280,000 for her forensic accountant Jill Bombino, which would take the combined total to an eye-watering total of $1.26 million. But documents obtained by DailyMail.com reveal Baumgartner has so far already received $405,000 in legal, attorney, and forensic accounting fees, disbursed in July this year. In an excoriating legal filing lodged in court in Santa Barbara, California, on Tuesday, Wasser hit back at the whopping request, describing the fees as inflated and saying that it would be unconscionable for the Yellowstone star to be made to pay. Disso Queen Wasser also accused Baumgartner of being unreasonable and said her constant legal maneuvers, the majority of which have failed, had inflated costs for both parties. Last week, Baumgartner found herself on the hook for a payment of $14,000 after Judge Thomas Anderl decided to sanction her for failing to give proper answers to questions from Costner's legal team. The setback came shortly after Judge Anderl halved Baumgartner's monthly child support payments, a decision she later described as a joke according to a pal. The friend told DailyMail.com, Christine is shocked. She said even Kevin looked shocked. Everyone looked shocked. To say Christine is disappointed is an understatement. She described the ruling as a complete joke. Speaking to DailyMail.com, Brett Ward, a partner at New York legal firm Blank Rome and an expert in family law, said a party requesting fees isn't unusual, although the potential size of the award was. He also said judges tend to take a dim view of what they see as excessive requests and generally want to prevent drawn-out cases like the Costner divorce was becoming. He said, there is certainly a legal basis for Baumgartner's request. However, a judge will examine the reasonableness of the fees requested. Judges generally do not want to encourage additional litigation by providing one side with a war chest of future legal fees. Courts generally balance the less wealthy party's right to carry on the litigation in a fair manner against the concern that a party with a significant fee award will take that money and use it to make every possible argument available, no matter the merit or lack thereof for each claim.